Dun 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 dun. I bet you know that tune. Somebody knows that tune. I'll give you a clue. It was kind of popularized or repopularized by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. But anyways, yeah, we're going to be drinking some awesome sheng pu'er, some aka raw pu'er tea, 2014 Yunnan sourcing, autumn, Mu Shu Cha. So this is a Mengku, close near Bingdao area tea, and it's kind of like, I guess, like our Secret Garden series, because I'm not really revealing where it is, but it's from that area. So 2014, that would make this, 2014 autumn would make this basically 5 years old at this point. So let's see how we're doing. This one's been stored in Oregon and in Texas. Most of our stock has been stored in, well, U.S. site in Oregon and from the .com site in Kunming. Lucy's here. She's very patient, drooling patiently. Right, Lucy? You're a good girl. Just had to clean her up. She was like lying in every day she lies in the dirt. She loves the dirt. Right, Lucy? You love dirt, don't you? This dirt in the sun. All right. I'm gonna run over there and turn off the sound so the little sound doesn't. And I'm back. Alright, let's give this a wash. This tea, as it stands now, is, I believe, $88 for 400 grams. The price was just increased in September. So, yeah, you've got basically like another year if you're interested at all in this tea. But first, let's drink it. Ooh, whoa. She's like, yeah, I don't know. She's like, it smells like food, but I know it's not. Oh, that is just an incredibly fantastical smell. Let's get to it. Got the silver kettle. Squeaky clean silver kettle, squeaky clean silver teapot. Just cleaned out the chahai, cleaned out the cups, everything. We are good to go. Even cleaned up Lucy. Even took a wet towel and cleaned her up so she can sit on her snowflake. That's her blankie. Her blankie's name is Snowflake. Wow, you're so enraptured by my brewing technique, aren't you? Oh wait, no, there's treats over there. Oh, that's like a Gong Fu dog. Like, nope, she doesn't care. She doesn't care about tea. Imagine that. Alright, so 7.4 grams in this silver teapot. Wow, nice. Kind of an orange, gold orange colored tea soup here. So 5 years of aging. Let's see if I can hold up. Oh, wow. What is that smell? That just reminded me of something, but I can't quite place what it is. It's like grain. It's like got a grainy character to it. This is going to be brave to do this in the bigger teapot as opposed to the smaller gaiwan, getting 2 cups for each steep. So, we could be hitting about 16 cups of tea here. I mean, they're not huge cups of tea, but they're not tiny either. Probably gonna have to wait on these. Probably still too hot. Mm, 140, 150, 152. Yeah, 152. That's way too hot. Way too hot. Must wait. But yeah, Mengku trying to think what else we made in Mengku. I think there was a Xiaohusai autumn. Really can't remember exactly. This is like our kind of all-purpose autumn wrapper. Back then, we were a little less sophisticated. We were using less designs. We weren't doing a specific design for a specific region of Yunnan like we are now, which I think is actually really helpful to have more, ways to separate out the teas by the design. Even for me, even knowing all the teas and knowing all the regions and everything, it still is just mentally like ordering it in my mind is so much easier with the different wrappers and each wrapper belonging to like a specific region. So, which we've been doing, more recently. We do that, which is nice. You're so patient. All right, I'll give you another one. I have to get your eye booger, Lissy. I really do. Except I don't have it. Oh. Yeah. When Lissy has an eye booger, it drives me crazy. It's gross, I know, but it drives me crazy. Probably still too hot. Let's go ahead and do this. This tea I definitely don't want to oversteep in the beginning, because if I do, it's really going to knock my ass in the dirt. Or as my dad used to say, knock your dick in the dirt. It's a very imaginative way of expressing getting your ass kicked or getting taken down by something or somebody. What's up, Lucy? What do you see? All right, let's see here. Yeah, that came down pretty fast. 136. Let's do it. Whoa. That is so strong. Oh my gosh. That is just like a... Wow. Did I brew it that long, that first steep? I think part of it was there was some broken leaf, quite a bit of broken leaf here, which I should pay more attention to. I had taken too much off the cake previously and then kind of put it back. I just kind of dumped it onto the cake, and then I just took that and added a little bit more whole leaf to it. But as a result, it is quite pungent. Very pungent, bitter, astringent, grainy. Cooling. There's like a real menthol cooling, kind of like naturally, almost not minty, but I need to get this in here. Steep number 3 is in here. This is steep number 4. Can't mess around with this tea. Cannot mess around with this tea. This is one. And what's amazing is this is an autumn tea, so it's just like, again, it's really driving home the idea to me that autumn tea is, well, it's different. It's not lacking. A good autumn tea, and from a good season. Oh my gosh! Uh-oh, it's happening. Uh-oh. I can feel this is going to be... Wow. Just like a floral perfume, like a natural perfume, like essence to this tea, which is really, I want to say like something like camphor or some kind of like almost like a hardwood type essence. Holy crap, man. I'm glad I had breakfast already. Dang. I'm actually gonna let this sit here for a second. And just kind of 7.5 grams. Probably could have used a little less, and next time I would maybe not use the broken leaf that had been kind of just hanging out in the, I mean, it was in the cake. What I'll do often is if I have stuff in the cake, when I break it, I'll dump it into the wrapper, and then when I wrap it up again, I'll put it up on the back part where I start taking the cake apart from. I don't know how else to describe this. This really reminds me of the Bingdao teas, especially the autumn ones that we have. It's just got this almost like, I don't want to say musky, but it's like a perfume type essence to it that has like almost like a hardwood character. It's like hardwood, musk, and you know, like horse, horse, like a bit of horse smell. I don't know if you smell the horses on a hot day, and they do sweat, and they don't smell bad at all, but they have like it's a very natural kind of smell to it. It's really interesting. It's very evocative for me, to drink this tea. It's really fascinating because of the 5 years of aging has just given it a really interesting character. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's an awkward stage. It's not. It's definitely not a fresh tea, but it's definitely not an aged tea either. So it's really, I mean, I guess you could say that's an awkward stage. For me, it's not awkward because I drink a lot of teas in that stage. So to say it's awkward, I know a lot of people describe these younger, kind of not old, not new teas as being awkward. Lucy zonkered out. She had quite a morning as usual. Oh, so in the last video, which I think I will show, Lucy had attacked a coral snake and killed it, I was kind of like, it had happened just a couple hours, and I just like, well, I'm just going to make a video, not about that in particular, but I drank a tea, actually Bingdao, 2019 Bingdao tea, and here she is, she's still alive, she was totally fine. So that was good. I was worried that because she killed the snake and had her mouth on it up near the head, that she's got this bump here, that somehow she had maybe got the poison from the coral snake. And I called all around vets and everything, and they don't have anti-venom for coral snakes for dogs. So, but they told me, they're like, yeah, just keep an eye on her. They might, if something happens, rush her to the vet, but unlikely that anything would happen. But she was fine. Yeah. I was a little nervous though. I was definitely a little anxious about that. All right, let's go here. This is steep number 3. This is number 4. This is number 5. Wowza. Yeah, there is this real incense. Something like people say, like jiang xiang. Very fascinating. I need to look up what the character for jiang xiang, which character that is. I know it refers to incense as jiang xiang, but that it may be a particular kind of incense. Ooh. Oh my, I'm sweating. I would honestly say that at $88, this tea is a bargain. Honestly, like it just kicks ass on so many levels. I want to say it might actually be stronger than the Bingdao tea. Actually, I think it is stronger than the Bingdao tea. The difference because we have a 2014 autumn Bingdao tea, and the difference in my mind is that this one has more bitterness and astringency, and the bitterness and astringency tends to hang on more, and it tends to transform a little bit less. But there still is a sweetness to it. The viscosity body is really solid on this one. It's oily. It's incredibly pungent. Strong mouthfeel. Strong, long-lasting mouthfeel as well. And it's not just mouth; it's throat and body. I mean, This tea is a I think it's kind of a monster, not in a bad way. It's a good monster. It's like, you know, those like animated monsters that talk, that have, you know, celebrity voices kind of monster. Actually, no, that's weird. Don't think of it like that. Nice on this steep. I don't know whether I steeped it less, but the bitterness and astringency is fading just a bit, enough to give it a little bit more like the honeyed sweetness and the grainy maltiness that it has. I don't even know if I have water in here. Yeah, I do. Wowza. Lucy, do you want a heart? You're so gentle with me. Oh my gosh. So that was steep number 4. This is steep number 5. We got steep number 6 going on right here. So Mu Shu Cha, what does Mu Shu Cha mean? Mu Shu is like mother tree. Cha is tea. So it's mother tea tree. And it's basically just original tea trees that grow wild in the Mengku area. Supposedly it's kind of like the original like birthplace of Asamaka tea. And I don't know if that's true or not. But the old tea trees and the varietal, the original old varietal, which is a good deal of tea that's grown there, that's grown, you know, naturally and wasn't cultivated to begin with, they call Mushu Cha. So, you know, like Mengku, Shuanjiang Mengku or Mengku Rongshi brand has a Mushu Cha. It's not obviously at this level of quality in terms of like, you know, the age of the trees. This is, you know, older trees, 200 to 300 years old. This is what definitely, the spring is one of our priciest teas. When we make it, we don't always, are not always able to get it. I think the grower kind of takes turns, gives it to us sometimes and gives it to other people sometimes. I know he's got a few people that are also wanting to get this tea as well. So I'm just grateful to be able to get it. All right, well, steep number 6, that's going to probably be, that's about right. This is steep number 6. This is steep number 5. Wow. So thick. It feels like this elixir, you know what I mean? Like, it feels medicinal, but it feels more than medicinal. It feels just like an energy transfer, you know, like, it's pretty amazing. Maybe I'm just really sensitive today, but whoops. Well, how do you like that? That could have been a lot worse. Steep number 6, got a little lid in there, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with the lid. Let's get this back on. Steep number 6 in the cups. Back in. Just lost a little heat there. Oh well, oh well. Alright. Wow, this is feeling pretty... Hard to describe, honestly. What do you think, Lucy? Oh. She's got him again. Uh-oh, I can't do anything. I'm like totally falling apart here. I'll get those in a second. Lucy's got more cactus in her foot. I'm having a hard time getting through this. Not because of the, not because it's unpleasant in any way. It's just like, it's really strong. Oh. So, for those of you who can, I don't think there's going to be anybody who could make this tea and say that it's not strong. But if you do come up against that with some of these, teas that other people say are strong, are you boiling the water? How hot is the water? How long are you steeping it? Are you using enough tea? I don't know what else. Are you using a good brewing device, something that really has good heat retention, like silver or even porcelain? I mean, Gaiwans are fine too. I don't think that's the main issue. I think the main issue is always is the water hot enough? And how long are you steeping it for, and how much leaf are you using? Those are the three things you gotta ask yourself. I'm gonna reboil this, see what we can get out of this tea. Oh my goodness! Very, 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 oh my goodness. Very strong tea. Reboil that. I guess this is steep number 7. 第7泡. Number 7. So hard to see when they're on her feet because they're almost the exact same color as her fur on her, this copper color hair. In fact, a lot of the time you can only find them by feeling. Got him. Okay, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Come on. Jerk. Lucy has a bunch of nicknames like Jerkface and Ass Jackal, which I don't really know what an Ass Jackal is. I just made it up. I guess it could be, an Ass Jackal could be like a jackal that comes out of your ass, or somebody who's an asshole and a jackal. I don't know. Got a little piece of leaf in my mouth there. Woo! Water's ready! Let's do it! Another steep. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. My butt is sweating. My arms and my back. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, this is not an empty stomach tea. I do not recommend it. Even if it doesn't hurt your stomach, or you don't notice it's hurting your stomach, it definitely would. It's got tons of tannins. I think it's very pungent. I'll say that. And again, I think a lot of this session is being influenced because I have a bit more broken leaf than I would normally have. But even then, this is a very strong full body tea. I'm trying to think of the other Mushu Cha. 2011, 2012, we had a spring. 2013, we had a Mushu Cha. I can't remember if it was spring and autumn. I know we definitely had an autumn. 2014, we had a spring and autumn. 2015, we had a spring. I don't think we had an autumn. I forget. But anyways, you can go on the website and check it out. I've started listing, when I list the teas, I've started listing the other, like if it's a Mushu Cha, I usually have started to list on the newer listings at least, all the previous years that it was available. So, and linking, a hyperlink. But yeah, I'll tell you, keeping up with the website and all the products on there and keeping everything up to date is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And yeah, not only that, but keeping up to date with all the teas and drinking all of them, when we get the new teas, drinking them several times. Old teas, checking in with them like we're doing right now. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of, it can be, if you decide that, like I decide like I'm going to do this, or I want to, it's like, it's also, there's an element of work to it, but, whatever. This is work. Bring it on. All right. Lucy's pretty tired. She kind of made it through the first part of the day where she really just has the most energy. It's kind of hard to see her getting older. She used to just be so full of energy. She wanted to go everywhere with me, and now a lot of times I'll go on runs and stuff, or even walks without her, because she doesn't want to. She just wants to hang out. Although, at the same time, sometimes I'll come back from the walk, and she'll be like barreling through the property, so I think a lot of it's psychological for her. She would rather, I think she just doesn't particularly like being on a leash. I don't think any dogs really do. All right, let's do this. Let's see where we're at. I think this is number 8, which I think is, especially the way that I brewed it, especially that there's some broken leaf, and that will tend to, brew out a little bit faster with the broken leaf. And again, it's not a lot of broken leaf, but it's a fair amount. Nice golden tea soup here. Golden orange at start in the beginning. It still is. Definitely got a bit of an age character to it. Wow. Very nice. This is a very nice phase for this tea. These later steeps. This is definitely will go 2-3 more steeps if I push it. Probably won't just make you sit around, but wow. If you are looking for a chachi, heavy tea, pungent, strong, great for aging, just really clean, good tea, good energy, definitely check this out. I would recommend a sample. It's not cheap, $88 for 400 grams. I think that's, given what it is, it's priced really well. But it's still a chunk of change if you wanted to pick up a whole cake. So, try a sample. And I'd also love to hear in the comments below if you've had this tea, or after you've had this tea, if you get a sample, if you agreed with my assessment of it, and maybe if your own experiences. Definitely be interested to hear that. And that goes really for any of the teas that I drink. So that Xiao and I drink. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.